everybody, and welcome to Crisler Arena as the Michigan Wolverines take on the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. I'm Chris Pickler here with Max Cohen. Max, Alabama A&M, they're 0-11. This is not a very good team. What do they need to do to try to at least compete here in the first half? What do they need to do to accomplish that goal of getting their first win?
Well, I think they're going to need to rebound well. Really try to get the ball out of Michigan's hands for second chance scoring. Try to get second chance scoring themselves, and just I think slow down the game too. I think Michigan's looking to push the pace this game and slow it down, make it on their terms.
Definitely, it's going to be really important to slow down the game. This Michigan team is fast. They'll come at you from a number of ways. Offense, defense, it's very important. Let's see how Michigan does. First off, the Michigan starting lineup, it's Charles Matthews, Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman, John Teskey, Duncan Robinson, and Eli Brooks. For Alabama A&M, it's going to be number 4, Marcus Merriweather, number 11, Andre Kennedy, number 23, Muhammad Sharif, number 24, Evan Wiley, and number 41, Julian Walters. We were talking about Walters earlier, and he's really their superstar guy. He's only played 2 games, though.
Yeah, he was activated at the end of the semester. It might have been something with grades. I didn't really say, but I think he's their go-to scorer. He's their guard. They're very guard heavy. They don't have that many big guys, so they're looking for him to get the shots off, get 3-pointers all game.
As we said earlier, Alabama A&M 0-11, and you gotta think for these poor players, this has to affect your psyche. And it's not like they've played North Carolina or Duke or Kentucky. I mean, they've been playing very, very basic teams. You look at Georgia State, Niagara, Samford, Ohio. Sure, they've played Minnesota, Alabama. Definitely, they've played some good teams, but they've also played some bad teams, and they still haven't been able to get that victory. I talked about earlier, the best team in their conference, they're 4-7. So this is a conference of teams that is well aware of what their role is. They come to big players. They play these big teams on the road, and they get paid to lose these games. That's exactly what Alabama A&M is here to do today. Let's see if they can get the big upset and see if they can make a couple moves and try to get their first win of the season. This might be the biggest win in Alabama A&M history.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan and Alabama A&M have met once before in 2011 when Michigan had Trey Burke.
Yes.
And Michigan won by 30 that game. So history with Michigan doesn't seem like Alabama A&M will be able to pull it off, but you never know. One team can get hot on one night, and Michigan could be cold. Michigan's also missing Mo Wagner for the 2nd straight game. Yes, Teskey's going to start. I think how he plays is going to kind of determine the vibe of Michigan, because if he plays well, they're like, oh, this is our bench big.
Absolutely,
we want to get up for him.
Absolutely. It's funny because you said 2013. 2011. Go ahead.
December. It was 2011.
No, I thought you said 2013. I was going to say that's the year they won the championship.
No.
2011. Oh, that's my apologies. Of course, as the players are getting ready to come on out here. Like we said, Michigan's got Matthews, Abdul-Rahman, Teskey, Robinson, Brooks. A&M has Merriweather, Kennedy, Sharif, Wiley, and Walters. Any final thoughts before this game gets going?
Not much. I'm very excited to see what Duncan is going to do tonight. He's kind of started the season off slow.
Duncan Robinson, he has kind of started the season off slow.
I think this 3-game stretch with Detroit, Alabama A&M, and Jacksonville State.
Yes.
I think this is when he needs to get his shot right. He needs to find it. He needs to start stroking. So when Big Ten play starts after the new year, he'll be able to be the reliable 3-point shooter that Michigan has pretty much relied on last year.
Yeah, it's going to be really important to see what happens here, and the players are coming out. Michigan in their all-white uniforms with the blue numbers. Alabama A&M, what is that, a maroon? Is that what that is?
I would say maroon. A
maroon with white letters, and Alabama A&M ready to go. This might be their biggest opponent, this and their next game against Georgetown. This is going to be really important. This is a huge game for them. Let's see if they can make this game competitive. It's Teskey, it's Sharif, getting ready to get this thing started here at Crisler Arena. It's up. Teskey wins the toss, but it's not going to matter. It bounces out to A&M, and we're underway. Alabama and A&M ball. This is Julian Walters, brings it up right to left. He hands it off to Merriweather. Merriweather, top of the key, goes to right wing. He works against Duncan Robinson. Gets it out to Sharif. Out to Walters, top of the key. Walters works against Brooks. He still has it, gets it right wing Merriweather. He rolls inside, gets it left wing to Walters. Walters going to step back out. He's going to reset with 5 on the clock. He doesn't have very much time. Down to 3, down to 2. He's stuck trying to get the ball out. It's in the middle of the court, and they're going to call a shot clock violation. The ball was just bouncing in the middle of the court when it hit 0, and Michigan's going to get the ball.
That's exactly what you want from your first defensive possession. You can't get anything better than a shot clock violation. They trapped Walters up high. He didn't really have anywhere to go with it. Big man was stuck down low, and a turnover.
Charles Matthews, left wing, gets it back to Eli Brooks. He's the starting point guard again over Xavier Simpson. Charles Matthews, the turnaround shot from the free throw line's good. It's 2-0 Michigan.
Matthews' best shot right there, mid-range game. He's got to hit that for him to hit shots all night.
Here we go. Walters brings it up, hands it off to Merriweather, who rolls to the right. He's at the right wing against Duncan Robinson. Gets it back to Walters. Walters top of the key against Brooks. 14 on the clock, but they're resetting. They really haven't done anything this possession. It's down to 10. Merriweather still has it. Walters, has it. Tries to go inside to Sharif. They lose the ball with 5 on the clock. Charles Matthews picks it up left to right. He brings it back on the right wing. Charles Matthews to reset. He goes inside, gets it to Abdur Rahman. Eli Brooks, left wing 3. In and out. Rebound goes to Kennedy.
Good shot there from Brooks. Got open. The shot Michigan wants all night. Good defense so far. You see they're all over the place. They're not getting any penetration through the middle. This is exactly what Michigan needs to start the game.
Wiley gets it to Walters, hands it off to Merriweather. Merriweather works against Abdur Rahman, gets a screen from Sharif. Now he's stuck. Teskey blocked him now with 5 on the clock. They get it outside to Wiley. Wiley gets it to Sharif. That's a long 3. It's short. The rebound goes to Charles Matthews. Matthews will bring it up. Got Robinson next to him, gets it to Abdur Rahman in the corner. Rahman going to drive inside, gets it to the left wing, Charles Matthews. Matthews works against Walters, gets a screen from Teskey. Now he's going to go inside, tries to find Abdur Rahman. He does on the right wing, had a 3, didn't take it, hands it off to Brooks. Brooks left wing, 10 on the clock. They'll get Abdur Rahman. Abdur Rahman will reset. It's that 2-3 zone that's giving him problems. Matthews had a corner 3, didn't take it. Now he takes it 3, no good, but he's going to draw the foul. That's Kennedy on the foul. Charles Matthews, not known for his free throw shooting. He'll shoot 3.
Good look there from Muhammad to Matthews in the corner. They had 2 on the Alabama A&M had two players on 3 in the corner. Good pass, and you get a foul call. That was a good pump fake by Matthews to draw that foul.
Definitely, and Matthews, like we said earlier, he's not known for his free throw shooting. This is something that he's struggled with all season, and really he struggled at Kentucky as well. As he puts up the first free throw, it is up, it is long. Oh no, it bounces in. It was long, but it bounces in. The first free throw is good for Charles Matthews.
Yeah, only shooting 50% from the line this year. Not great.
Which is not great, but hey, if you're shooting 50%, you're at least going to make a couple. Second free throw is up and good, and maybe, just maybe, he's been working on him. That's going to be really important for Matthews moving on to the future. No subs yet. It's 4-0 Michigan, 17:41 to go, first half. Matthews getting ready for his third and final free throw. Takes a dribble with the right hand, puts it up. Off glass and in. Not what you want to see, but hey, it went in. He's 3 for 3. It's 5-0.
Yeah, that was great free throw shooting by Matthews. Hopefully he keeps it up. That's what he needs to keep his confidence up to make shots all night.
Walters has it left wing. He works against Eli Brooks. Lot of no moving here for Alabama A&M. Gets it to Wiley. Wiley works against Duncan Robinson. He's trying to get rid of it. Can't find anybody. Finally, he finds Kennedy. Kennedy going to throw it up almost from behind the backboard. No good. Abdur Rahman's going to get the rebound. He'll bring it up left to right. They're looking to hurry. Duncan Robinson, left wing 3. Didn't take the 3, excuse me, but he was left wing deep from 3. Gets to Eli Brooks. Back Duncan Robinson, right wing, gets it inside to Teskey. Teskey back left wing. Abdur Rahman inside to Charles Matthews. Matthews works against Wiley. Now he's going to go inside under the defender, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, and it'll be Alabama A&M basketball.
Michigan's doing a great job switching on defense. It's stifling the Alabama A&M team. They don't know what to do. There's no open man. They're switching. They're getting over quickly. They are not they're not letting any of their men open down low.
Here we go. This is Wiley. Wiley gets it to Walters. Walters works against Brooks. Gets it left wing to Wiley. Over to Merriweather for the 3 in the corner. It's good. It's 5-3. Michigan still on top.
First open shot Alabama A&M has gotten all night.
Eli Brooks has it top of the key, gets it right wing to Abdur-Rahman, back to Eli Brooks, inside to Teske at the free throw line, tries to go inside Matthews. It bounces off the backboard, and Alabama A&M is going to get the ball. It's a turnover by Michigan. Walters has it, he's going to go all the way inside on Brooks, puts it up off glass, no good, but the rebound goes to Sharif, no good. He put it back up, it didn't go in, and Michigan's got the ball inside to Charles Matthews, who's going to throw it up. It's good, and the foul.
Going back to the free throw line, let's see if he can make one more. It's great transition defense turned into great transition offense for the Wolverines.
Absolutely, and Charles Matthews was able to get outside, get past the defense. He did a great job of getting to the basket, throwing it up off the high glass and good, drawing the foul. They could have called it a charge. They called it a block, and Matthews is going to get another free throw.
Yeah, and on offense, Duncan is trying to get a three. He's just trying to get open, keeps getting screens, going to the corner, can't seem to get it. But Matthews has been hot so far.
Matthews' free throw is up, and this time it's no good. He made the first three, he misses his fourth. Walters gets the rebound. Walters gets a screen from Kennedy at top of the key. Looking for Sharif on the left wing, couldn't find him, now gets it to Merriweather left wing, gets a screen from Sharif. He's stuck, gets it back out to Walters, and they have to reset. Right wing, Wiley. Wiley works against Charles Matthews, gets a screen from Kennedy. Gets it to Merriweather, left wing, works against Abdur-Rahman with 4 on the clock. They need to get rid of it. Goes inside to Sharif, who works against Teske. One is blocked by Teske. Oh, what a block, but Teske picked it up and threw it away. It's Alabama A&M ball. Merriweather for 3. Good.
2 open shots for Merriweather and two made threes.
And
that's how they're going to win.
And just like that, it's 7-6. This is a ball game. As Charles Matthews left wing gets it back top of the key, Eli Brooks, right wing Duncan Robinson. Robinson had the 3, didn't take it. Gets it over to Abdur-Rahman on the left wing. Looking for Matthews on the inside, who works against Sharif. Back to Abdur-Rahman, left wing, 3. Good! Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman with a 3-pointer.
Not much movement there in offense, but swinging around the perimeter will get you that open 3.
Here we go. Walters has it top of the key, works against Duncan Robinson on the switch. Merriweather left wing against Abdur-Rahman, gets a screen from Sharif. Now he's going to go inside, but they're going to call a foul on Abdur-Rahman. And with 14:48 to go in the first half, we have a timeout on the floor. Michigan 10, Alabama A&M 6. It'll be Alabama A&M ball when we come back. As Max, we've seen early on, Alabama A&M, they're not going to quit.
Yeah.
They've got 6 points. This is a very real effort.
Yeah, it is. Both open 3-pointers that the Michigan defense kind of collapsed on both. One was off of a turnover.
You know, it looks like they actually rescored one of the 3-pointers. They're going to say that was a 2, and the score is actually 10-5, not 10-6. That's a very interesting rescore there. I guess his foot was on the line for one of them.
But for Michigan's end, Matthews has been great so far. He's getting into the basket. He made 3 free throws in a row off of his 3-point shot. The offense seems to be doing their normal rotations, ball movement, just trying to get open threes, which Beeline is known for, just shooting threes. This Michigan team, they're usually good at it too.
And you mentioned Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson has really tried to get going both offensively and defensively for the Wolverines, and he's had a couple opportunities to shoot the ball. He's instead passed it, which is very interesting. Defensively, he's looked fine so far today. Offensively, he hasn't really taken a shot, but we'll see what happens. And Duncan Robinson, it's going to be really important going into the Big Ten schedule for the Wolverines if Duncan Robinson can get hot.
Yeah, and coming in for the Wolverines, Austin Davis looked like he was at the scorer's table, so he'll be coming in.
Okay, interesting. I wouldn't expect Austin Davis to come in yet, but we'll see what actually happens. We'll get you the lineups when they come out.
And it looks like Brooks is going to be subbed out too. So the Michigan's probably going to run a deep lineup tonight because of if this game starts to get out of hand.
Of course, yes. And you got to imagine this game against an 0-11 opponent for the Wolverines, that this game might get out of hand, and both teams might see their second team. You don't want to see anyone else get hurt. We said earlier on that Mo Wagner, he's out of this game, probably out because they don't really necessarily need him, and they need him back for the Big Ten schedule.
Yeah. They're opening up Big Ten after the new year again at Iowa for the second straight year. Last year they lost in OT.
Yes.
Hopefully this 3-game stretch will kind of make them used to their offense, their defense, how they need to switch on defense, which they've been showing tonight very well. They're switching almost on every screen. Hopefully these 3 games act as a buffer between kind of a tough previous schedule that included Texas and
UCLA. Yes. And Michigan shooting 3 of 4, 1 of 2 from 3. Alabama A&M 2 of 7, 2 of 3 from 3. Well, we just got word again, my goodness. It's a 3-point shot. It's 10-6. They reviewed it. It's confirmed that the score is going to be 10-6. Merriweather has 2 threes. We apologize for that. And it looks like Michigan's going to come out, and I doubted you, Max. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. Austin Davis is out on the floor 5 minutes into this game.
He was working hard pregame.
We saw him. He was in early on, absolutely. Michigan comes out with Matthews, Simpson, Abdul-Rahman, Robinson, and Davis. A&M counters with Kennedy, Reeder, Sharif, Walters, and Merriweather. Walters is going to inbound it. They've got 20 on the shot clock. He gets to Merriweather, left wing 3, no good, he fell down. Oh, and they're going to call the foul on Duncan Robinson. He's going to get 3 free throws. Oh my, that's a huge mistake by Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, 3 3-point shots from Merriweather and 3 attempts he'll have at 3 points each.
I mean, that's absolutely insane. It's not what you'd expect. And Isaiah Livers getting ready to come in. Xavier Simpson also did come in for Eli Brooks. First free throw, it's up. It is good, and it's 10-7. Livers will have to wait after the second free throw to come in. We'll see who he's replacing. Takes 2 dribbles with the right hand, 3 dribbles with the right hand. Bends the knees, puts it up and in. It's 10-8. And now Livers will come in for Duncan Robinson. And it's going to be Davis and Livers in that front court alongside Charles Matthews.
Big front court Michigan's got out there right now.
They do have the big court with John Teskey, even though he's on the bench. Austin Davis, he might actually be taller than Teskey.
6'10", 245, Austin Davis.
Whew, we'll see what happens. The third free throw is up and good, and Michigan's going to have it with 14:45 to go. Only up 1. Abdul-Rahman brings it up left to right. Gets it to Xavier Simpson, who's calling out the play. Gets a screen from Austin Davis. Right wing, Abdul-Rahman had the 3, didn't take it. Instead, he gets a screen from Davis, rolls to the left up to the top of the key, gets to Xavier Simpson. Back in the corner, delivers for 3. Good! Isaiah Livers right off the bench for 3.
Yeah, the penetration from Simpson there got the open shot to Livers in the corner, just waiting for the opportunity to shoot a 3.
Walters calling out the play. They're already down to 15 seconds on the shot clock, and they haven't done anything. Tries to get it to Kennedy. He can. He's going to just throw it out of bounds. Not sure what he was thinking there, but it's going to be Michigan basketball.
That was a miscommunication with him and his coach. He thought there was a play, one play called, and the team thought another, differently.
And that's never what you want to see, but Alabama A&M comes out with that 2-3 zone. Let's see if Michigan can pick it off. Xavier Simpson left wing to Charles Matthews, back top of the key to Simpson. Simpson to the free throw line, Livers gets into the corner. Abdul-Rahman 3, good! Oh, Michigan's on fire. 3 of 4 from 3 so far.
That's what you need to do to beat the 2-3. You need a man at the free throw line to look out at the 3-point line to look for the passes, and that's exactly what they did. It didn't even phase Michigan from that 2-3 zone.
It's 16-9. Reeder has it on the corner, gets it back out to Walters. He'll reset with 12. We've said this every possession. They're resetting with about 12 on the clock. Walters works against Simpson. Great defense. Gets it over to Merriweathers. Back to Walters. They're down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, 0. Puts it up. It's no good, and Austin Davis gets the rebound, gets it out to Abdul-Rahman.
Again, no penetration from the Bulldogs.
Charles Matthews has a corner 3. Are you kidding me? It is good! It's 19-9, and Michigan is starting to pull away.
They are on fire from 3 right now. They cannot miss.
They're 4 of 5, 80% from 3. Alabama A&M 2 of 3 from 3, not bad themselves. Walters has it against Simpson, and we're down to 15 seconds on the shot clock, and once again, they've done nothing. Now he's going to drive all the way inside, get it up to Kennedy, who gets the dunk on Davis and 1. Somebody get a camera, because he just got on a poster. Oh my goodness!
Davis made a mistake there. Simpson was pressuring Walters, but he was always with him, and Davis thought he was going to get past him, came around, guy open, back door.
Kennedy, are you kidding me? That was Andre Kennedy, the junior forward out of Albany, Georgia, 6'7", 205. He's going to go to the line and shoot a free throw here. as Poole is going to come into this game. And they're going to call lane violation. That's on Alabama A&M. And Michigan's got numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the court. It's Matthews, Poole, Simpson, Livers, as well as Davis. Alabama A&M is going to have Petty, Kennedy, Reeder, Sharif, and Walters. Kennedy's going to come out, and it looks like it's going to be Evan Wiley going to come back in the game here for Alabama A&M.
Michigan trying to add to the three-point barrage with Poole in the game. You know
Absolutely.
He's a shooter.
Top of the key, Xavier Simpson calls out the play, gets it, delivers back to Simpson. Over left wing to Poole, goes inside at the free throw line to Charles Matthews. It looks like Matthews got hit, but they're not going to call it. They're going to go inside to Petty. Petty throws it up, no good, but the rebound goes to Sharif, and he slams it down.
Poole tried to force that pass inside a little too much.
Charles Matthews left wing, he tried to go inside, but he was stopped there by Wiley. Gets it to Livers, who's double teamed over in the corner for three, Jordan Poole. It's no good, and the one guy you'd expect to make it, it's no good. Wiley gets the rebound. Walters has it top of the key, over to Petty on the left wing, trying to get it inside, but Austin Davis has him covered. Petty gets a screen from Sharif over top of the key, and with 15 on the clock, they haven't done much. Gets it over to Reeder, corner three, no good, he was covered, and Reeder's going to foul the guy who got the rebound. That's Isaiah Livers. And that's Alabama A&M's third foul. Michigan also has three. And with 11:54 to go, first half, Michigan 19, Alabama A&M 13. We have a timeout on the floor.
Great defense by Michigan so far. Good transition offense off of the great defense. They're first forcing turnovers, getting open three-point shots. Currently 4 for 6 from three-point. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that to start a game.
Well, Merriweather's really been the main guy that's brought them together. He's 2 of 2. Both of those are 3 from the free throw line. 9 points in 7 minutes. But he's not the top scorer in the game. That's Charles Matthews for Michigan. 10 points on 3 of 3 shooting. He's made his only three-pointer. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got a rebound and an assist in 8 minutes. And it's really been Charles Matthews versus Merriweather so far in this one.
It has. The Merriweather shots, 2 open threes, 1 bailout foul on a three-pointer. You know, you can't do much about that. You just gotta swallow it and move on.
For sure. And Abdul Rahman also, he's looked good too. He's got 6 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Both of those are threes. He's added on a rebound and an assist in 7 minutes. And it's looking like early on that the Wolverines are doing exactly what they need to do: make their threes whether they're covered or not, and stop Alabama A&M from doing too much.
Yeah, Alabama A&M is not getting any cuts penetration towards the middle. Like you've been saying, they set up their offense with around 12 seconds to go.
It's crazy.
You can't do that. You gotta at least start with maybe the guard pushing towards the middle, try to get a big over. They're just sitting there running off-ball screens, and although off-ball screens are great, they don't work when the defense knows they're coming.
Yeah, it's really interesting. They're shooting 4 of 11, 36%. They're 2 of 4 from 3. That's decent. That's not decent. That's great. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Michigan 75%, 6 of 8 shooting. Listen, that's not going to last, but nonetheless, Michigan's kind of riding it out so far. 4 of 6 from 3. That also is not going to last. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And Alabama A&M, all intents and purposes, they're only down by 6 points 8 minutes into this game. I mean, they're at least making this a real basketball game for an 0-11 team.
Yeah, this is great for them. You're not blown out in the first 8 minutes of the game, which is kind of what you have to ask for as an 0-11 team. I mean, they've only had 1 true home game this year too, so they are used to a road environment. Maybe they're getting a little more used to it. Michigan might put on a run to here in the first half, maybe in the second, but we'll see. Alabama A&M has to just keep hoping to hit threes.
As they played in the Barclays Classic in Niagara, New York this year, they lost to Niagara 96-74. They lost to Georgia State 63-53. They finished that off by a loss to Austin Peay 67-47. So that Classic did not quite go well for them very much, and that has led them to this 0-11 record. Michigan comes out with Teskey, Livers, Charles Matthews, Poole, and Xavier Simpson. Alabama A&M counters. It looks like it's going to be Petty, Reeder, Sharif, Walters, and a player that is...
Wiley.
Is that Wiley? It's Wiley, yeah. I couldn't really see him under the basket from this angle. Here we go, Xavier Simpson, left wing. He's got it. Rolls right, gets a screen from Livers, gets it into the corner. Charles Matthews had the three, didn't take it. Instead, he gets it to Livers, gets it inside to Teskey, puts it up and in, and the foul.
They're trapping in the corner. You saw that, got the open shot. Somebody was open in the corner for Michigan, and Teskey just went up with it, drew the foul, still gets a maybe a three-point play.
Absolutely, that's what happens when you go for that trap, is that when you don't get it and you get out of it, all of a sudden that's the issue with the full court press, is that if you can get out of the full court press, you've got numbers, and that's exactly what you want. John Teskey, very good free throw shooter, takes 3 dribbles with the right hand, puts it up, and never mind, it's no good, and Walters gets the rebound. Walters has the top of the key, gets it to Wiley, back to Walters' left wing, over to Petty. Petty works against Poole, gets a screen, now works against Teskey, back to Poole. Gets it to Reeder. Reeder trying to find inside. Charles Matthews tipped his pass, he gets it back though. Walters has it, and with 10 on the clock, they've done nothing this possession. But they turn it over. Walters trying to find somebody, gets it to Reeder, top of the key, down to 4 seconds. Down to 3 seconds, down to 2. Charles Matthews playing great defense. He's going to have to throw up a 3. It's no good. Teskey gets the rebound, gets it to Simpson.
Matthews has been all over the Bulldogs tonight, and he goes for a layup, gets it and one.
Simpson gets out to Charles Matthews, who was ahead of the defense. He puts it in, draws the foul, and it's an N1 opportunity for Charles Matthews.
A&M is 34th in the nation in fouls per game with only 16, and right now they have 5.
Right now we're with 5, and we're not even a quarter done with this game. Here we go, Charles Matthews. Let's see what happens. He's 3 of 4 from the line so far, but 2 of those are a tad lucky. 1 dribble with the right hand. Cocks at the knees, puts it up. It's no good. A rebound goes to Johnson. That's Arthur Johnson. There's also an Ariston Johnson, but this is Arthur Johnson. Left wing gets it to Merriweather. Merriweather works against Simpson, gets a screen. It looks like Burnett is also in, and he's going to put up a hook. It's an air ball. Rebound goes to Livers. He'll get it to Charles Matthews. Top of the key. Now he's going to go inside, and he's just going to throw it away. Not sure what happened there, trying to find Xavier Simpson. It's out of bounds. It'll be A&M ball. As Abdur Rahman comes in, he'll replace Charles Matthews.
Him and Simpson not on the same page. He wanted Simpson in the corner, getting more of an open shot than up near the top of the key.
And Max, something interesting, Michigan is 7 of their last 8 field goals. That's about as good as you can possibly ask for. Here we go. Petty gets it to Merriweather, top of the key, who works against Livers. Rolls left to Petty. Petty now going to go inside, and he trips. Xavier Simpson is going to strip it. Gets it up at Isaiah Livers. Puts it up, and it's no good. Oh, he had an open layup, no good, but he is going to draw the foul, and Livers is going to go to the line. 10:22 to go. First half, 23-13, Michigan on top.
You thought with how this game was going that layup was falling.
Of course.
That's
Why not?
That's just how it's been. They've been getting the N1s.
Absolutely.
They have 2 or 3 tonight already.
Yes. Isaiah Livers is going to shoot 2. The first free throw is up, and it is long, no good. And this is something Michigan needs to work on. If they want to try to become a tournament team, they need to get better at the free throw line.
Yeah. I mean, free throws win games. It's kind of like how they say in golf, it's not how you drive, it's how you putt. And this is
that what they say?
Basketball.
Never heard that in my life.
You know,
second free throw.
High school golfer right here.
High school golfer. All right, second free throw's up and good. Max, thank you for that, by the way. That was great golf analysis, as Walters is going to bring it up. They bring it up so slowly. They just got it up behind the half-court line with 20 on the clock. They're not doing anything. Petty gets it to Walters, and with 15 on the clock, they've done nothing. Gets a screen from Burnett, hands it off to Arthur Johnson. Johnson works against Xavier Simpson, almost lost the ball, and with 6 seconds on the clock, they still have done nothing. They get it to Wiley, who bounce passes it to Johnson, but it's stripped away by Jordan Poole. It's 2-on-1. He'll throw it up to Isaiah Livers. Puts it up and one. No, they're not going to count it. Are they going to count it? I'm not sure. It was a dunk. And the refs are looking right now. It looked like they called a blocking foul, and then he got the alley-oop to Livers. Livers threw it up and in, but he wasn't the one that was fouled, and that dunk more than likely is not going to count.
Yeah, that's a shame. Poole was looking for the alley-oop the entire way down the court. He knew Livers was there. It seemed like the A&M guy was kind of deep. Oh, I think no basket.
Foul on the floor before the shot.
That's a
yeah.
strange
So
call.
that's exactly what that's. They're going to send Poole to the line. That's exactly what I expected. The foul was on Poole, the blocking foul. After the foul occurred, he threw it up. They're going to call that a shooting foul, so he's going to get 2 free throws.
That's interesting to me. I thought they would just call that on the floor and Michigan would take it out. But
he threw it up as an alley-oop. They're going to call that a shot on a foul. Threw the alley-oop up and good delivers. It's not going to matter. And for whatever reason, Poole's going to get 2 free throws. They'll call that alley-oop a shooting, and they're going to take out Xavier Simpson for Eli Brooks, and it looks like Charles Matthews is going to replace Jordan Poole after he shoots these 2 free throws.
First one up, and good.
Oh, no. Oh, it's a 1-and-1. Sorry, Michigan is in the bonus. So it wasn't a shooting call. It was an on-the-floor call. He's getting free throws because Michigan is in the bonus. That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Well, to the people listening, not necessarily you. The first of the 1-and-one's good. The second of the 1-and-one's good. And Poole's going to sit down for Charles Matthews. Very interesting how that worked. They were in the bonus, so the on-the-floor foul was a 1-and-1. He made both of the free throws. It's 26-13, Michigan.
Michigan on a 7-0 run right now.
Absolutely. And they're 7 of their last 8. That's just so impressive. Here we go. Johnson gets it. Still Arthur Johnson, the Petty right wing. And with 14 on the clock, they've done nothing. Gets a screen from Kennedy. Still nothing. They're going to go inside to Sharif. Sharif works against Teskey. Gets it out to Walters. Walters top of the key looking for somebody. Arthur Johnson's got it. He's got 2. Down to 1. And Sharif is going to put it up and in. Not sure they're going to count it. I guess they will. And with 1 on the shot clock, Alabama A&M scores.
That's what you can hope for as A&M. Get it down low, put up a short shot, hope it goes in.
Charles Matthews left wing, he's got it. Gets it right wing to Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman. Eli Brooks top of the key. Now he's going to roll inside, get into the corner. Charles Matthews 3, good. Charles Matthews 4-3.
Matthews is hot tonight. He wasn't feeling the cold out in Ann Arbor today.
Michigan 8 of their last 9 field goals. Oh, they're feeling good here in Ann Arbor. Walters has it right wing, and they're looking to do something with 15 on the clock. They still haven't done very much. Petty left wing, got a screen, didn't take it. Instead, he's going to go inside to Sharif, who tries to get it inside to Walters, but Eli Brooks is going to strip it. Gets it out to Charles Matthews. Matthews puts it up, no good. And they're going to call a charge on Charles Matthews. It looks like that was Sharif who got back there and drew the charge. And Duncan Robinson's going to come in for Isaiah Livers. That's Matthews' second, and that usually means that Matthews sit down for the rest of the half.
A&M has not made sure Michigan is limiting their transition offense, and that's how Michigan is scoring most of tonight, off of transition offense.
And that's going to be the first on Matthews. My apologies. That's why he's still out there. I was wondering why he's still out there. But Duncan Robinson finally coming back in. We'll see what happens. And Kennedy puts it up and in. He was wide open to the basket. Puts in the slam, and it's 29-17.
Robinson fell for the fake handoff there.
Duncan Robinson right wing. Eli Brooks to Charles Matthews left wing. Back to Eli Brooks, top of the key. Gets it to Matthews on the left wing. Matthews goes inside. Now gets to Duncan Robinson. Wide open. 3. Good! 9 of 10. When does this streak end?
I don't know. And they are 5 of 7 from 3-point.
6 of 8 now.
6 of 8.
They're 6 of 8. Excuse me.
I was behind the update.
Here we go, and they're going to call a double dribble on Sharif. It's a turnover. It's Michigan ball, and with 7:43 to go in the first half, there's a timeout on the floor. Michigan 32, Alabama A&M 17.
Michigan is hot. There's no other way to put it. They are hitting all their shots. They are playing great defense. That's the other thing.
Yes.
The guards are doing a great job of not letting them push towards the basket. Yes. You see just a bunch of perimeter passing between the Bulldogs to start the lineup. No push inside. I mean, they don't really have a big man to kind of help them.
No, they don't, and that's a real problem inside Teskey. They've got Sharif, who they've used as a big man. Sharif already has 3 turnovers and a foul in 10 minutes. He hasn't looked that great. 2 of 4 shooting, 4 points. Not awful, but he's really the only big man that Alabama A&M really has on the roster.
Pretty much. And right now in Crisler, the hero of the game, which they do at the football games too. It's a great thing Michigan does.
Absolutely, the fans on their feet cheering Sergeant Laura Herron, who is the hero of the game, the soldier of the game. She waves a little bit awkwardly, and she doesn't really know quite what to do except all of this applause. As we get back into the game here, Charles Matthews 15 points. He has almost half of Michigan points. 5 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Is it absolutely insane to say maybe at the free throw line, why not shoot some jump shots? Is that the craziest thing ever?
I don't think it's the craziest thing ever, but when you're at a D1 program that gets a lot of attention like Michigan, you probably don't want to do that for the brand. He's looking to play at the next level, doesn't want to show his jumper at the free throw line.
Well, it was funny, they were talking about it. Shaquille O'Neal, actually, he was taught to do the underhand free throw, but he refused because it looked so lame. We've seen other NBA stars do it. We've seen college guys do it with great success, but that's probably something that Charles Matthews probably not very into.
Yeah, and I don't know what's wrong with his free throw shot. His form looks nice, and it's not any awkward release. I don't know what's wrong with it. It must be something in his head, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is either. If you're just joining us, 7:43 to go, first half. Of course, there will be no halftime show. It'll be bathroom break time for us. But until then, 7:43 to go. Michigan 32, Alabama A&M 17. Michigan is already in the bonus. Each team has 4 timeouts. Michigan 2 more fouls to give. And it's going to be Michigan ball when we come back, and it looks like they're going to bring the guys on the court right now.
13-4 run since the 12-minute timeout happened for Michigan.
Michigan 9 of their last 10. I can't get enough of that stat.
Yeah,
that is a fantastic stat.
You keep saying that stat.
I will say it until they miss.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is, even if they miss, 9 of 11 is still really, really good. So it's just funny to see it. Michigan going to come out with Abdur-Rahman, Brooks, Robinson, Teskey, and Charles Matthews.
The starters.
Alabama A&M responds with Petty, Arthur Johnson, Kennedy, Wiley, and Walters. Abdur-Rahman, left wing 3, didn't take it. Instead gets it to Teskey at the free throw line. It's up. It's no good. And Michigan 9 of their last 11.
You know, Teskey wanted to test out his jumper that time.
And he's got it. We've seen that he's got it, but it's unfortunately that one didn't go in there. Here you go. Walters has the top of the key against Duncan Robinson. And once again, Max, we've said this every possession, 15 on the shot clock. They've done nothing.
Walters is just sitting at the top of the point looking, not passing.
Gets a screen. Now left wing with 5 on the clock. This is just absolutely horrendous offense. He gets it to Petty in the corner, throws up a 3, no good, and with 0 on the shot clock, it's going to be a shot clock violation. Michigan basketball.
I mean, I've been saying they've been playing great defense, but A&M has given them the great defense. They're not forcing them to play great defense.
Eli Brooks brings it up left to right for the Wolverines. We'll see what happens here. Charles Matthews left wing, he's got it. Rolls to the right, gets it to Eli Brooks. Brooks finds Abdur-Rahman top of the key, gets it right wing to Duncan Robinson. Robinson puts up the 3. Good! Duncan Robinson for 3. Michigan 7 of 9 from 3.
That's what Duncan really wanted. That you saw him open from a mile away.
Here we go. Walters has it, and they're moving around kind of. There's no movement. I don't want to lie to the people listening. Finally gets it to Wiley inside against Robinson. Hands it off to Petty. Petty works against Robinson. Nice fake. Out to Kennedy. Kennedy going to put up a shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebound goes to Robinson. Gets it to Abdur-Rahman in the corner. Brooks now down to Teskey. He's got the mismatch. Puts it up with the right hand. Up and good. And Michigan is up 37-17. Alabama A&M says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Timeout. We're down by 20.
Michigan's really broken it open since 12 minutes left in the half. They're passing the ball very fast. They're finding the open man. They're obviously hitting all of their shots. It's all you want for a basketball game.
It's interesting. This was a 19-13 game. This was a very real game. Alabama A&M still hasn't hit 19, and Michigan is at 37. I mean, they've completely opened it up. They're on an 8-0 run right now. Alabama hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. And, I mean, it's I called the women's game earlier. That final score was 104-35. This one's feeling like about a 104-35 game.
And you see why the Bulldogs are 0-11. They don't create any offense.
Yeah, definitely. They're not doing anything. And with 15 on the clock, they're starting their possession as Walters brings it up. And now they're going to start their movement with 25. This is how you do it. Gets it to Petty in the corner against Duncan Robinson. He'll bring it back out to the right wing. He had Wiley wide open, didn't take it. Now they're going to get it to Wiley in the corner. 4-3, no good, it's short. The rebound's going to be tipped out to John Teskey, who gets it to Abdul-Rahman. Abdul-Rahman throws it up to Charles Matthews, who puts it in with the slam. Are you kidding me, Charles Matthews?
He got up there that time.
And you know what, Max? Michigan is 7 of their last 8 field goals. Are you kidding me?
I think we've heard that before, but I'm not sure.
Kennedy goes inside, top of the key to Wiley. Nice Euro step from Wiley. Doesn't matter, didn't go in. Teskey's going to get the rebound, gets it up to Charles Matthews. Out to Abdul-Rahman, gets it to Xavier Simpson. Left wing, 3, no good. Charles Matthews tips it around, and the rebound's going to go out to Xavier Simpson. Simpson's got it. He's stuck inside. Now gets to Abdul-Rahman. Duncan Robinson, top of the key, 3. Duncan Robinson is home. Michigan for 3. 42-17.
They couldn't be more hot if you lit the team on fire.
If you lit this Crisler Arena on fire, it would still be colder than this Michigan Wolverine team right now. Here we go. They've got it back. This is Petty. Petty just going to throw up a 3 from the right wing. It's no good, and they're going to call a push-off on Kennedy. It's an offensive foul, and he does not look very happy walking down the court.
I think Duncan got a tip on that ball. I don't think he would miss the rim by five or more feet. I don't know.
He did miss the rim by a lot, and it looks like they're in the bonus. So Michigan's going to have a 1-and-1. Good catch there by the refs. And Kennedy not very happy with that foul call. He just threw the ball up after. Yeah, and that's going to happen. And Austin Davis getting ready to come back in. Ooh, I'm losing my voice, Max. It's been a long day for me today, folks. I did the women's game earlier today, and I'm really trying to keep my voice. But with 4:35 here in the first half, I'm starting to lose it.
Can't go overboard with those alley-oop calls. I think we'll see more.
Every three-pointer, I get way too excited. Teskey, the front end of the 1-and-1 is up, and I said he was a good free throw shooter, and he is, because it bounced around and in. What did I tell you? First one's up and good. And Jordan Poole and Austin Davis both ready to come in. Poole's going to come in here for Charles Matthews.
Davis will see if he makes this free throw. And then
Davis is going to come in for Teskey if Teskey makes this free throw. And if Davis plays well, what happens when Mo Wagner comes back?
I think Wagner's the third big man, right?
Naturally. Second free throw is up. It bounces around. It's no good. The rebound goes to Arthur Johnson. The other Johnson, Arstio, is that it? Ariston Johnson is also in the game right now. This is Arthur Johnson. Gets it to Sharif. Out to... who is number 33? Oh, 23. That was Sharif. I'm sorry, folks. Gets to Arthur Johnson inside. They're going to call it travel. I saw 33 from up here. I couldn't find who 33 was. I had to get you the right name, folks. It was 23, not 33. Number 23, Sharif. They're going to call it travel, and that's going to be another turnover on Alabama A&M.
Poole was bailed out there for the travel. He reached, and the guy had an open layup.
Very lucky there for the Wolverines. Simpson gets it to Poole. Out to Abdul-Rahman, left wing. Right wing, Duncan Robinson, three-headed, didn't take it. He's hot. Jordan Poole, top of the key, left wing. Xavier Simpson gets a screen from Austin Davis to the right. Now he's going to roll to the free throw line. Good no-look pass to Davis, but Davis wasn't able to hang on. The ball's going to go out of bounds. We'll see what happens. They're going to call a foul on
Austin
that's
Davis.
going to be on Austin Davis. It looks like he just pushed a Alabama A&M player after the ball went out of bounds. And with 3:54 to go in the first half, we've got a timeout on the floor. Michigan 43, Alabama A&M 17.
We saw Alabama A&M go to a man right before the timeout there. So they obviously saw the 2-3 wasn't working. Usually doesn't work against very good three-point shooting teams. And I mean, Michigan's not crazy good, but tonight they have been crazy good. So they got to switch to man, got to tighten up on around the three-point line, and just play better defense.
Michigan in the last 4 minutes, a 14-0 run, or Max, if you like 17-2 run, we've got that going too. Michigan 4 of their last 5 field goals. Are you kidding me? And on the other side, Alabama A&M 0 of 4 shooting. 4 turnovers in the last 5 minutes, and they haven't scored in 4 minutes and 21 seconds. And that's not a winning recipe against a team like the Wolverines.
That's not a winning recipe, I think, against anybody. Not just the Wolverines. So the Michigan has pretty much had an easy night on both ends of the floor. Haven't really needed to move much on defense. They have though. They have been switching. They're playing good defense. Matthews has been all over them defensively. I'm surprised how well he's playing defensively. And you know, Teskey and Davis doing a good job. Just not letting A&M kind of harass them on the boards.
Well, the score at halftime in the women's game was 50 to 18 at halftime. It's 43 to 17. It's not impossible that we see Michigan score 7 more points, make this a 50 to 17 game. It'll be really interesting to see what happens here with another 3:54 to go in the first half. And listen, it's a Thursday night at 9:46. It's a bit of a late game. There's work tomorrow for a lot of people, school for a lot of kids, but Crisler Arena is pretty full.
Michigan's on break now.
Michigan on break. I'm talking about real kids, children. I'm talking about a lot of the there's not a lot of college kids here, unfortunately. The student section is somewhat full. I'm referring to people in general outside of college.
Okay.
It's a pretty full arena. There's some sections that are pretty empty, but overall, I'd say this is about 2/3 full. This is really decent for a game against an 0-11 opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I think this Michigan team. I know Michigan has had a lot of fun teams recently. I mean, the recent run of Michigan basketball has been great. It's been fun to watch. They've had great players. But this team, they don't have that. I guess Matthews or Wagner could be that one guy, but it's not that one guy. It's two of them. And then you have Simpson is like very fun to watch defensively. He hounds his opponent.
Absolutely.
It's more of a team feel for this year's squad, I would say.
Absolutely, and Michigan is going to come out with Poole, Abdul-Rahman Simpson, Duncan Robinson, and Isaiah Livers. A&M will counter with Walters, Wiley, Sharif, Arthur Johnson, and Ariston Johnson. Arthur Johnson's got it in the corner, and Abdul-Rahman's just going to strip it right out from him. It's grabbed back by an A&M player, and they're going to call it jump ball. It'll be Michigan basketball.
Good swarming defense there in the corner. You know, when the ball gets in the corner, just try to double, and you will most likely get a steal off of that. Bad pass.
Absolutely.
Anything like that.
Simpson's going to bring it up with 3.5 to go here in the first half. Once again, a reminder, we're not going to stay with you at halftime, but we'll be back for the second half. Chris Pickler and Max Cohen here. 43-17, Michigan on top. Duncan Robinson, another three is up and no good, but the rebound's going to go to Abdul-Rahman. But before, it's going to be a holding foul on Sharif. He held Isaiah Livers, and it's going to be another 1-and-1 opportunity for the Wolverines.
I was genuinely shocked Robinson missed that shot just from how it's been going tonight. My mouth opened, and I thought, wow.
Yeah.
How did that not go in?
Michigan on a 14-0 run now. They can add to it. They'll shoot two. First free throw is up after a dribble. It's no good, and the 1-and-1 fails. Rebound goes to Arthur Johnson. Out to Walters. Walters, they're going to try to do something with not 15 on the clock. And with 21 on the clock, they still haven't done anything with 18. They need to try to find a pass. Now they're going to try to go inside to Burnett. It's stolen from Isaiah Livers. Livers is going to get it out to...
loses control.
Simpson. And the pass to Jordan Poole is picked off by Arthur Johnson. He'll go inside, puts it up. Oh, it's stuck on the rim for about a second. But it does fall in for the Alabama A&M.
Simpson just trying to do a little too much there. Trying to get fancy with the cross-court passes.
Duncan Robinson in the corners looking for help. He gets it in Isaiah Livers. Gets it left wing to Jordan Poole. Poole out to Abdul-Rahman, top of the key. Gets a screen from Livers. He'll roll to the right now on the right wing. Now he's going to go inside, put it up with the right hand up and good. And that's just way too easy, Max.
Great drive by Abdul-Rahman, too. Just wasn't going to get stopped on his way to the basket.
Is Teskey getting ready to come back in along with Matthews and Brooks. This is Walters. He's got it left wing, hands it off to Arthur Johnson. Johnson has it with 15 on the clock. Plenty of time left.
No movement from the Bulldogs.
No movement, and this is something we've seen every single possession almost. Gets it to Aristo Johnson, gets it to inside to Walters. Walters going to put it up with the right hand. Good. That's 2 points. They'll get it out. Duncan Robinson, corner three on the left corner, no good. Rebound goes to Walters.
Michigan has cooled down. It's obvious to see, not hitting the open shots.
This is Aristo Johnson who puts it up off the back iron. No good. Oh, great job by Wiley getting the rebound, but Duncan Robinson's going to grab it and he's going to be fouled by Arthur Johnson. And a slew of Michigan Wolverine players are going to come in after this first free throw, as Michigan is in the double bonus.
That is the one man you do not want to foul on this Michigan team.
Yes, it's a rough free throw shooting night and really season for this Wolverine team. But Duncan Robinson, the one guy you don't want to miss, and we're going to say that he's going to miss both of these free throws. He will shoot 2. Michigan in the double bonus. Here we go. The first free throw up after one dribble. It is.
Wow.
It is no good. My goodness, and that's, I mean, we called it, right?
Yeah.
And we said we're going to jinx them all the way. 1:42 to go, 45-21, Michigan on top. Duncan Robinson getting ready for the second free throw. Come on, do it for old Chris Pickler. Puts up off one dribble and good. Oh, it wanted to come out.
It wanted to come out.
It wanted to come out, but it stayed in, and it's 46-21. Let's see if Michigan can get to 50. Walters tried to get to Arthur Johnson. He couldn't. He'll get it out to Wiley. Wiley's directing traffic inside, hands it off to Aristo Johnson. Johnson to Burnett. Burnett looking for somebody. He just, my goodness, he just throws it in the lane. Hopes someone grabs it. Nobody did. It went out of bounds. That's an embarrassingly poor pass. It's going to be Michigan basketball.
Yeah, when there's never any movement, why do you expect somebody to just be under the basket for your team?
Just throws it in the middle. That was really funny. Teskey's got it, top of the key, left wing. Now Abdur Rahman rolls to the right wing, Brooks. Brooks rolls inside, gets it inside to Charles Matthews. Is wide open. The reverse layup is good. Michigan at 48. Let's see if they can get to 50.
Great cut from Matthews there. Just his defender was lost. Came from the three-point line right under the basket. So easy.
Walters gets it out to Wiley, left wing. He works against Duncan Robinson, gets it out to Burnett, who's looking to have a little better pass there to Arthur Johnson. He does, but Arthur Johnson's going to have a push-off.
That was a good drawn foul by Brooks there.
And that's called on Arthur Johnson. Johnson's going to sit down for Petty. Petty's going to come back in, and with 50.2 to go, Michigan will inbound Abdur Rahman to Eli Brooks.
Hopefully Michigan can get back on track from three-point line. They've missed, I think, their last 2 or 3 shots from beyond the arc.
Charles Matthews is going to go inside on the dunk. He's got it up and one. Are you kidding me? Charles Matthews will go to the line and shoot one more. Michigan is halfway to 50 on their way to a 21-4 run over Alabama A&M.
Yes, I mean, that's one way to get 3 points. Drive, draw the foul, hope, maybe make the free throw. It hasn't seemed, it is not their night from the free throw line, but we'll see.
As we say that, of course, they're going to nail this free throw. Charles Matthews trying to reverse jinx this one. One dribble with the right hand, puts it up and in. It works every time, Max, and with 41.4, it's 51-21, Michigan on top.
I think A&M just wants to get some type of good shot opportunity to end the half. I think that's what they need going into the half.
We'll see what happens with 15 on the clock. They haven't passed the ball yet. Walters now finally gets it out to Ariston Johnson. Out to Petty. Petty resetting with 7 on the clock. They're looking for something. Petty still lost it. Now Walters has the top of the key. He's going to try to drive inside on Eli Brooks. Throws it up off the high glass and in. It's good. Over Eli Brooks, and Abdur Rahman's going to bring it up with 7 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Hands off to Charles Matthews. Gets a screen from Teskey. Puts it up at the free throw line. No good. And the rebound's going to go to Alabama A&M. And that is going to be the first half buzzer. Max, it's 51-23. Anything you'd like to add before we head out to halftime?
I think we're going to see a deep Michigan bench come in the second.
I'll have to learn my numbers for this deep Michigan bench, won't I?
We're going to have to go deep into the roster.
Folks, we'll be back in about 12 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. You are listening to 88.3 WCBN FM Ann Arbor, 51-23, Michigan on top. We're at halftime. We'll be back in 12 minutes, folks. Good night. Go Blue. Welcome back, everybody, here at Crisler Arena for Chris Pickler. For Max Cohen, I'm Chris Pickler. Whoops. Your score: Michigan 51, Alabama A&M 23. Max, you're going into the locker room down 28. If you're Alabama A&M, what do you say? What are you thinking right now? What can you possibly say to come out here and give your team some energy for the second half?
I just think this is cliche, but you gotta play well for the future games.
There it is.
You know, like you just don't fully give up. Even though, I mean, down 28 at half, it's hard to do, and both teams will probably empty their benches. So
yes,
we'll see some probably not so great basketball being played by the time this game is over.
I'm really excited for that because I've watched 3 halves of very bad basketball today, and so a 4th half I'm very excited about.
It's gonna top it off. Go into winter break with a bang.
Michigan going into to halftime, 71% shooting, 17 of 24. I mean, that's just amazing. And for reference, Alabama A&M has taken 24 shots. They've made 9, so that only half of one Michigan has made so far. 8 of 14 from 3 for the Wolverines. 9 of 16 from the free throw line. Definitely something to work on for the future.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to need it when conference play comes. Trying to get into the tournament. You need to hit your free throws. It's important for every basketball team. Also, Michigan's looking to reach 100 points for just the 7th time under B-line. The last time.
Really?
Yeah, the last time they did it. Oh, it was earlier this year.
Yes,
it was earlier.
I was going to say they did one earlier this year. I don't know. I'm surprised.
Before that was 2015.
By 2015. Okay, that's what I thought.
So I don't know, because they just broke the halfway point at the first half, but pretty much the rotation that you thought would played, and I don't think that's what we're going to get for the second half.
Well, we'll see what either team comes out. Well, what we do see is that the Wolverines are going to come out with Eli Brooks, Charles Matthews, Muhammad Ali, Abdul-Rahman, Duncan Robinson, and John Teskey. Alabama A&M counters with Merriweather, Kennedy, Sharif, Wiley, and Walters. As we are underway here in the second half. This is Merriweather, top of the key for 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to Eli Brooks.
A&M tried to come out, get that open 3, which they did, just couldn't knock it down.
And it was Merriweather once again on that open 3, and Abdul-Rahman for corner 3 wide open is good. It's 54-23.
That's great transition. Rahman was wide open. Not great defense from the Bulldogs.
Merriweather works it right wing. Looking for Walters, couldn't find him. Instead, he's going to go inside on Duncan Robinson, throw it up with the right hand, no good. But it's going to bounce out to Kennedy, who's got it. Kennedy, no good, but he gets his own rebound and gets it out to Walters.
Looked like a kick ball there.
Yeah, it was a very awkward-looking possession there, but they've still got the ball. As this is Wiley, they're going to go down inside now to Sharif. Over Teskey, it's no good, but they're going to call a foul, and it looks like they're going to call it on John Teskey.
2 offensive possessions, and we've seen maybe more movement in 54 seconds of the second half than we did in 20 minutes of the first half.
Absolutely. I mean, they're actually moving the ball, and they're not starting the possession at 15. I imagine that's something that they talked about at halftime.
Probably. We can't, when there's a 30-second shot clock, we can't have 15 seconds of those just be passing and standing around. The
first free throw goes off the glass and in. Not what you want to see if you're Alabama A&M, but hey, it went in. The second free throw is up and good, and Abdul-Rahman's going to take it out for Eli Brooks. Eli Brooks brings it now. They're going right to left, hands off to Matthews, left wing. Gets a screen from Teskey. No, Teskey go back in. Abdul-Rahman, he's got a 3 up top of the key. It's good, and it's another 3 for Abdul-Rahman here in the second half. 57-25, Michigan on top.
The starters are looking to get out of the game as soon as possible, trying to buffer their lead.
And Matthews is going to tip a pass, and he's going to go all by himself. Let's see what happens. Oh, a big dunk by Charles Matthews. Are you kidding me? And it's 59-25.
They might get to 100 with the starters, and if this run keeps
They might get to the 100 by the time there's 10 minutes to go in the half, absolutely. Merriweather has it right wing. Top of the key to Walters. Walters going to reset here. Still going to reset, and with 15 on the clock, he's finally going to get a screen from Sharif. He's going to try to use it. Instead, he's going to throw the ball almost out of bounds. Abdul Rahman saves it. They'll bring it back right to left. Gets to Duncan Robinson, back to Abdul Rahman, back to Robinson. Corner, three, good. Are you kidding me? Michigan 3 of 3 from 3 to start the second half. And Alabama A&M is going to call a timeout.
Great two-man passing there between Duncan and Abdul Rahman. We're just putting the defender pretty much in a mental pretzel by making him look back and forth between them, trying to choose.
Yeah, they were going back and forth, just slinging it back to one another.
Yeah.
Abdul Rahman and Robinson. Robinson ended up taking it, and it's 62 to 25. And right now, I mean, Michigan completely dominating this game.
Yeah, there's not much to say. A&M has played just bad, just plain bad.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. And Michigan's just capitalizing off of every mistake they make.
And it looks like Charles Matthews, and Charles Matthews is the game leader so far. 24 points, 9 of 10 shooting the ball, 2 of 3 from 3 in 17 minutes. And when you have more points than minutes, and the minutes aren't 1 or 2, that's very impressive.
It is. He's obviously been the best player tonight, and you can see he's doing it by driving too. He's not settling for jumpers, which I mean, they're not playing great defense, so he doesn't need to settle, but he is pretty much imposing his will on the Bulldogs tonight.
And if you're the Wolverines, this is exactly what you want to see going into Big Ten play. Charles Matthews, your best player. He looks like your best player.
Yeah, and without arguably their best or second best player, Wagner,
absolutely. I would say he's definitely 2 or 3 with Abdul Rahman and even Robinson up there. Other stats for you: Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman, 14 points, 5 of 5 shooting, 4 of 4 from 3. That's absolutely insane in 19 minutes. And Duncan Robinson, 4 of 6 shooting. All 6 of those are from 3. 13 points in 14 minutes.
You know what he's trying to work on, and he can get better.
Duncan Robinson, known for his shooting. He is a D3 transfer. A couple years ago, transferred to a D3 school, really seemingly out of nowhere, and he has been known for his shooting. He's looked a lot better these past couple years, and he's really gained a lot of confidence offensively. Defensively, there's some things to work out, but he's looked really good so far today.
Yeah, his story's pretty interesting coming from the D3 school. The coach, so Stan Van Gundy for the Pistons.
Yeah.
When he hired the GM Jeff Bauer for this or a few years ago, he was the coach at Marist, and they needed a new coach at Marist. So Coach Mike Maker, who was a former assistant under Beeline, was coaching at Williams, which is the D3 school that Robinson was at, and told Beeline to take a look. And he liked what he saw, and now Robinson's here at Michigan. He's I think the first player ever to go D3 and get a full D1 scholarship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's pretty crazy to think about. Is Michigan's going to come out with that same lineup? Yeah. I mean, it's very. They're trying to gain chemistry.
It's working, Chris.
It means it does. Teskey, Charles Matthews, Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman, Duncan Robinson, Eli Brooks are those 5. Alabama A&M comes out with Petty, Merriweather, Kennedy, Sharif, and Walters. Merriweather to Kennedy, out to Walters, top of the key. Excuse me, that's Petty. Petty gets it to Merriweather, left wing, works against Charles Matthews. Back works, top of the key. Out left wing to Walters, out back to Petty. Petty, top of the key. They've got 8 seconds on the clock, and they just threw the ball away. Oh, they just threw the ball away out of bounds, and it's going to be Michigan basketball. Right out of a timeout. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, they kept going off-ball screens, passing, weren't really getting any movement towards the basket from the ball handler, and you get a turnover.
They're going to go inside to John Teskey, puts it up with the right hand. It's good. A nice hook shot there, and it's 64 to 25.
Teskey's shown great touch tonight with the basketball, whether it was very close to the basket or a couple shots mid-range, he's sunk them.
Mayweather gets it out to Petty, left wing. Petty's going to try to go inside. He loses the ball, but they're going to call a foul on Abdul Rahman. Oh, he tried to reach in and get the steal. They're going to call for a reach-in foul. That's Michigan's 3rd.
Yeah, Michigan's a great team not committing fouls. Beeline's always stressed. Don't commit the fouls. Not committing gets you not in the bonus, which I mean, you want less free throws because usually teams are great at free throws. It's something they practice all the time.
Absolutely. Walters gets it to Petty, who's got it in the corner. A long two, no good. Eli Brooks the rebounds. Here we go. He's going to look to push it. He'll go all the way to Charles Matthews. A corner three. Oh, it rims out, but Teskey gets a hand on it, but they're going to call for an over-the-back call, and they're going to send it the other way.
Good look for Matthews. On a night like tonight, you think that's going in, but now falls to 9 for 11, not 9 for 10 anymore.
9 of 11. It's very sad. 2 of 4 from 3. Walters has it left wing. He rolls to the right, now goes to the right wing, works against Douglas Robinson on the switch. Gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy trying to find Mayweather. He can't in the left wing. He's stuck. Finally gets out to Walters. They'll reset with 12 on the clock. Gets a screen from Sharif. Now he's looking to do something here. Gets it to Merriweather inside, throws it up over the backboard, and it's going to roll around and in. It's 2 points, and Michigan will get the ball back.
Sends up a prayer, and it is answered by the backboard.
Abdur Rahman's got it, right wing. Gets it to Austin Davis, who just checked in for Teskey. Tried to go inside of Matthews, couldn't. Gets the top of the key to Robinson, gets it to Eli Brooks. Now out to Matthews. Corner three didn't take it, so he's going to go and get it to Brooks. Brooks, top of the key three is no good. The rebound's going to go to Mayweather.
Brooks thinks he can put it up. Everybody's feeling it. Sure, open guys on the right side of the key.
Merriweather's got it left wing, works against Eli Brooks, and he's going to draw the foul. Brooks got a little too tight on that defense, and with 15:51 to go in the second half, we've got a timeout on the floor.
Michigan starting out the second half just like they played the first half, very hot, hitting their shots, playing good defense. A&M has shown better offensive strategy,
yes,
moving around a little bit. I mean, obviously they're still standing around, but they're at least moving the ball, trying to cut to the basket, get open looks, but Michigan's playing great defense.
Absolutely, and we look at some stats for Alabama A&M now. Merriweather leads the way with 9 points, 2 of 3 shooting. All 3 of those are threes. In 12 minutes, he's 3 of 3 from the line. Kennedy and Sharif each with 6 points. Kennedy is 3 for 6 with 16 minutes. Sharif is 2 of 4, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and a rebound in 16 minutes. Finally, Walters with 4 points, 2 of 5 shooting, 0 of 1 from 3. He's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists in 23 minutes. And finally, Arthur Johnson, not to be confused with the other Johnson, Ariston Johnson, with 0 points. Arthur Johnson has 2 points. He's made his only shot, 4 rebounds in 10 minutes.
24 minutes into the game, and the Bulldogs don't have one scorer in double digits. It's not what you want to see.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Michigan has 3 with Matthews, Abdul Rahman, and Robinson. Teskey is testing that with 7 points. But, yeah, when you don't have a player in double digits with 15 minutes to go in the second half. And Michigan shooting 5 of 7. They've come out just as hot, actually a little bit hotter than they had this whole game. 5 of 7 this half, 3 of 5 from 3. On the other side, Alabama A&M, 1 of 4 shooting. They've missed their only 3, but they're 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
We haven't seen Jerron Simmons for the Wolverines yet.
No.
Which is interesting, I think.
It's interesting. Well, he's struggled, and he has looked pretty poor so far this season. He hasn't looked very great. But you're right.
I think you need to test him out against the team. Give him a little more minutes.
And it's interesting that Beeline is sending out his starters still. We'll see what they come out with. If they come out with that same lineup, but it's all about chemistry. It's trying to get the right lineup, and right now this Teskey is trying to work with this second team here.
Yeah.
And he's working with the rest of the starters, trying to get him going.
Yeah, and they're hoping you put Wagner in, and you just get an upgrade at that center position for the start of Big Ten play. And they still have one more pretty easy game ahead of them. So they can. I think Beeline's gonna test out some lineups maybe when the game starts to wind down here, gets a little more out of hand.
A little bit.
37 right now.
It's 64-27. It's a 37-point margin, and I mean, here it is. Here's that lineup, and we're not even. It's just surprising to see. It's Davis, Robinson, Abdur Rahman, Simpson, and Matthews. And from the other side for A&M, it's going to be Walters, Sharif, Kennedy, Petty and Merriweather. Walters gets it to Petty, right wing. He's still got it against Abdul Rahman, gets a screen, now he works against Duncan Robinson. Top of the key, gets it left wing to Merriweather. Merriweather gonna go inside, nice drive, and with 1 on the shot clock, he'll put up an easy layup.
Matthews, tired from all the defense he's been playing tonight, took that possession off a little bit.
Simpson over to Duncan Robinson, right wing, gets it to Abdul Rahman. Rahman trying to find Matthews, he can, he's gonna get a screen from Davis. He's got it left wing now, rolls to the top of the key now, inside of the free throw line, gets it to Xavier Simpson, right wing. And they're going to call an off-ball foul. That's going to be on Sharif, I believe. They haven't. Yeah, it is Sharif, and that's Sharif's third.
His third personal foul.
And that was an off-the-ball foul on Davis, and Simpson will bring it inside. He gets it inside to Davis. Davis puts it up, no good, but the ball was stripped. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay Michigan basketball.
I think I think running good out of bounds plays is probably something that Beeline wants to see this late in the game.
Good shot, Abdul Rahman. Now it's Matthews, corner 3. It's open. He's short, and the rebound goes to Kennedy.
He's starting the second half cold.
0 of 2, absolutely. He's looking real poor. Here we go. This is Walters. Walters gets a screen from Sharif. He rolls to the right, gets it to Petty in the corner. Petty going to try to drive on Matthews. He can't. Gets to Merriweather in the corner. Merriweather stuck with 10 on the shot clock. We haven't seen too much from this Alabama A&M team. Merriweather now gets it to Petty. Left wing fakes the 3. Now he's going to throw up the 3. It's up and no good, and Charles Matthews is going to get the rebound.
The one thing I think Beeline has stressed is the communication on defense, and tonight it's been shown with the switching, the action, the movement on the defensive end of the
Abdul Rahman 3 is no good. The ball is going to get batted out of bounds off Abdul Rahman. It's going to stay with Alabama A&M, as that was an open 3 for the Wolverines, and this time they don't make it. They're they're 3 of 7 from 3 in the second half so far. Quite far off from 11 of 21 overall and what they were in the first half. As Edie Watson is going to check in for Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman. And finally, we see someone from the bench other than Davis or Simpson.
I think now we're going to start seeing the bench open up a little bit when he starts to come in.
They're going to inbound it in. Edie Watson's going to tip it out of bounds, and with 18 on the clock, it'll stay Alabama A&M basketball. Walters is going to be the trigger man here.
Lots of talking.
Still trying to get it in, and finally they're going to get it into Merriweather, who stands on the M, and they're going to reset here. Gets it to Walters' left wing. He'll throw up a 3. On God's earth was that. It's an air ball. The rebound's going to go to Kennedy, but Kennedy's going to dribble it off his foot, and it's going to be Michigan basketball.
Simpson got away with a push there on the three-point attempt. Walters obviously fell, and it didn't look like he was flopping.
Really, it didn't look like that to me, but we won't see a replay, so it won't really matter, will it? Wasn't called, doesn't matter. Xavier Simpson, left wing, gets a screen from Davis to the right. Now he's at the free throw line. Now he finds Duncan Robinson. Robinson's going to drive inside, put it up with the right hand. It's good, and it's 66-29.
Good drive by Robinson there. He was looking to pass, but he saw an open lane, lays it up, easy points.
Walter's going to go inside. Go out to Petty in the corner. Petty's going to go all the way inside, throw it up, no good, but he's going to draw the foul on Charles Matthews. That's Matthews' second foul. Team 5th.
Teskey going to come back in the game here.
Teskey getting ready to come back in for Davis. And now Petty is going to go in and look for his first points at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2.
Alabama A&M perfect from the free throw line tonight. 5 for 5.
Did you do that on purpose?
Maybe.
As the free throw rattles out, it's no good. And the reverse jinx, once again, works. Petty will shoot one more, and I don't know. I'm going to say he makes this one. I'm going to say this one's going to go right down the middle, and I think I'm going to be right. Petty spins it in his left hand. He puts it up. It's good. I was right, and it's 66-30.
You were. That was good looking free throw there.
Simpson's going to bring it up on the right wing, gets it to Duncan Robinson as he's still in the game with Watson, Matthews, Simpson, and Teskey. Now Matthews is going to go all the way inside, put up an easy layup. It's 68-30.
Matthews is just showing off right now. He's showing pretty much all of the skills he has. Beyond the three-point line, he's hitting, driving. Hasn't shown the mid-range much tonight.
This is Merriweather. Now he's going to get it inside to Walters. Walters gets it out to Petty. Wide open, top of the key. Three is no good. The rebound is going to go off to Kennedy, who's going to put it back up and in. Good play by Kennedy there. And they'll get two. Simpson gets it back left wing. Brooks out, Simpson in, gets it to E.B. Watson, top of the key. Right wing, Duncan Robinson. Back to Simpson, top of the key. Couldn't get it inside to Matthews. Now we'll go to Teskey. Teskey hands it back off to Simpson. His defender falls down, and Simpson's, he's made the shot, but they're going to undo the shot. They're going to call an offensive foul, and that's going to be on Xavier Simpson, and it's going to be Alabama A&M basketball.
Weird position to be in there. He had an open lane, but there was a big man in front of him. Wasn't sure if he wanted to stop, take the mid-range, or drive. Try to draw the foul, but A&M got him there.
Yeah, Walters has it back as it looks like Wiley's getting ready to check in for Alabama A&M. Walters top of the key, works against Duncan Robinson, gets it out to Petty, right wing. Petty against Simpson, gets a screen from Sharif. Tried to go inside to Sharif, couldn't, gets it back out to Walters, and with 6 on the clock, they've got to do something. Walters tries to get it to Kennedy. The pass is tipped by Robinson. The rebound goes out to Teskey, and Matthews is going to bring it up. Gets a screen from Teskey, top of the key. Now get it right wing. E.B. Watson had a shot, didn't take it. Instead, he's going to go inside. Try to get it the floater, no good. Teskey tipped the rebound up to Walters. He'll bring it back to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to go all the way up and score it off the glass, and that's 2 more points for Kennedy.
With games like these, Chris, it's hard to remember how bad Michigan has looked sometimes throughout the season.
As Duncan Robinson, right wing 3, it's good. Keep talking next.
They've played bad games and have shown not great offensive movement, but with these easy teams, it's you think, oh, they're unstoppable, and this isn't going to last, and
No, definitely not. As Merriweather has it, and he's going to draw the foul on Simpson. That's going to be Simpson's second. And with 10:57 to go in the second half, we've got a timeout on the floor. Michigan 71, Alabama A&M 34.
When do you think the bench will open up? I'm just waiting.
It's funny because when I was calling the women's game last time, we were saying the same thing. We didn't really see the bench until about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I mean, we really didn't see the bench that much, and it might be the same thing here as they're just trying to get chemistry, trying to gain confidence, and just keeping in the same lineup. It's not the worst idea.
Yeah. It's just the age-old question of how much do we want to risk having, our better players out there with injury, risking that. But, I mean, this isn't an intense game by any means. They're just kind of going out there. It kind of seems like a basketball game you play with your friends. They're just moving around, having fun, just pretty much a fun game to play.
At this point, I think it is all about fun right now. I mean, obviously, there's a lot to work on both sides, but if you're the Wolverines, just try to have fun with it. Don't get injured. You got 71 points. Maybe you can get to 100. Who knows?
What do you think, other than free throw shooting, is the one thing Michigan needs to heavily work on and look at?
Chemistry. I think chemistry is really important, and you see it in the NBA all the time. You see when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, when Paul George and Carmelo Anthony joined the Thunder. I mean, it's really awkward to throw the best guy in there and try to make a team and make it work. And so I think chemistry really important, and for the Wolverines, just try to get chemistry with guys like Abdullah Rahman and Matthews and Teskey and Brooks or Simpson, E.B. Watson, Duncan Robinson, all those guys, getting them in there and giving them valuable game experience that you can't get in practice.
Yeah, and I think what I was saying before with Jerron Simmons, why he's not playing, I think that's the team chemistry thing you're saying is important with the point guard, especially because Beeline hasn't had much challenges with finding a point guard.
Yeah,
teams here. He's had Burke, he's had Walton, he's had Darius Morris.
Yeah.
So it's always been kind of a set position, and this year was the biggest question going into the season. Who was going to be the point guard?
And now all of a sudden you got two really good options for Eli Brooks.
Yeah, you do have great options. I mean, obviously Simpson is the defensive-minded one, and Brooks has a better shot, but I think Simpson is probably the better all-around guy.
Sure.
Because you saw it in the UCLA game. Like, he can shift pretty much everything going on inside the arena.
It's really interesting, and they're combined 0 of 3, so they've only taken 3 shots, and we're 75% done with this game. So, I mean, really, their job is just to pass the ball, be the quarterback on the court. As Michigan comes out with Teskey and Matthews Simmons, there's your boy, E.B. Watson and Isaiah Livers.
There we go. And we were talking before the game, Michigan has a new player for the first time this season.
Yes.
His first game.
Yes.
It is...
Out of Cass Tech, it's going to be Rico Ozuna Harrison. Out of Detroit, Michigan, he's a freshman guard, 5'11", 165.
Maybe he'll see some playing time
Maybe he'll see some play tonight. That would be fun to watch. Here you go, Merriweather going to try to finish the N1, puts it up and in. Or excuse me, no, it's a bonus. It's a 1-and-1, so he'll get to shoot one more. Gets it back, spins it in his left hand, takes 1, 2, 3 dribbles with the right. Bends the knees, puts it up and in. He makes them both, and it's 71-36. Wolverines on top.
I think Simmons has a lot to show here. I think he needs to show at least some competence against not a great opponent.
Simmons gets a screen from Teskey, then he goes into Teskey. Teskey can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Alabama A&M basketball.
Not a great pass there.
No, not a great pass to a very not open player.
Yes. You don't want to put it too high for a 6'11" guy.
It's very difficult to do. Wiley hands off to Merriweather, top of the key. Gets it to Petty, who is also top of the key. He trips. Matthews is going to get the steal, and Matthews is going to go all the way for the dunk. And Michigan on their way. I mean, if they want to score 100, they're right on target right now. As it looks like Jordan Poole getting ready to come back in. Walters has it top of the key, hands off to Wiley, back to Walters' right wing. He works against E.B. Watson. Fans chant air ball because he did airball it earlier. Puts up a long 2. It's way short, but the rebound is going to go out to Wiley. Isaiah Livers couldn't handle it. Petty has the top of the key, up right wing to Wiley. Wiley hands off to Merriweather. Merriweather back to Petty. Back to Wiley, left wing. Wiley's now going to go inside on Watson, just kind of throw it up. It's no good. The rebound's going to go to Simmons. He'll bring it back. Gets it, E.B. Watson, left wing, back to Simmons. Simmons had a shot, so did Watson. Neither took it. Now they're going to go inside to Charles Matthews, who's going to back Wiley down. He's going to put up the shot, and one. He's going to draw the foul. Charles Matthews, are you kidding me?
I couldn't tell if that was Charles Matthews or Dirk Nowitzki out there.
Oh, there you go. I mean, one is black and one is very white, but other than that, yeah, it's very hard to tell the difference, isn't it?
I mean, he saw the mismatch with the smaller defender and just easily took advantage of it. Knew he would be able to get a clean shot off from a fadeaway.
Here we go, Charles Matthews getting ready to shoot one. Matthews is 4 of 6 today from the line. Not great, but not his worst. He's a 50% shooter overall. He needs to get better in that department if Michigan wants to contend for the Big Ten this year. One dribble with the right hand, bends at the knees, puts it up and in, and he looks pretty smooth right now. Matthews is going to come out. Jordan Poole is going to come in for the Wolverines.
Here comes the bench we were talking about.
And here it is, and now Charles Matthews is going to sit down, and the fans are going to give him a standing O. And oh boy, he deserves it. Petty's got it left wing, works against Poole. Petty out to Merriweather right wing. McLaurin just has checked in for the first time. McLaurin for Alabama A&M. Out to Merriweather, to Petty, being back to Merriweather in the corner. He's going to put up the 3. He didn't really get it out of his hands. It was tipped by Isaiah Livers, and the rebound goes to Poole. Poole wants to go in. Now he wants to get to Isaiah Livers, corner 3. Good! It's 79-36. 9 minutes to go, second half.
Maybe the bench is going to keep on pouring the three-pointers. It'd be great to see for the guys that don't get as much playing time as the usual suspects.
Merriweather 3 did not go in, and the rebound is tipped around to Isaiah Livers, who gets it out to Simmons. Simmons stops, gets it back to Livers, corner three, no good, and it's going to bounce over the backboard, out of bounds, and it'll go to Alabama A&M.
Livers coming up limping a little bit.
He's going to stay in the game, though.
He will. Tough guy. And Michigan right now has 3 players with very similar hair on the court, and I find that very interesting. Poole, Livers, and Watson. All have
and 2 of them are freshmen, Watson the sophomore, and really they're getting their first playing time of really all of their careers so far, as Watson didn't play much last year. So McLaurin's going to go all the way inside on Teskey, and Teskey's going to block him down. That was not even close. McLaurin, a very small player. Jordan Poole, left wing, had the 3, didn't take it, gets to Simmons. Right wing, E.B. Watson for 3, go!
He stared down that defender.
E.B. Watson for 82-36, Michigan on top.
The bench is on fire right now.
Fire.
Just
literal fire.
It's the word of the night. Word of the night.
Folks, evacuate the building. Chrysler's on fire with some Michigan threes. McLaurin has it right wing, and yeah, their bench is coming in. They get it to Reeder. Reeder, really his first minutes today. It's going to be a poor pass by McLaurin out of bounds. It'll go to Michigan, and with 7:51 to go, we've got a timeout on the floor. Michigan 82, Alabama A&M 36.
This is the time for the key players on the bench, obviously, to show what they can do, because those are the key players when you're making a deep tournament run. You need the players to come in, help out for Duncan, Mo, Matthews. You gotta find those people that can fill in just a few minutes every game.
Yes.
And right now, it looks like Livers is showing out.
Absolutely. Livers 2 of 3. All 3 of those are from 3. 1 of 3 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 points in 12 minutes. And you're right, he's looked pretty good so far today.
He has. He was putting up a lot of deep threes pregame.
And I think it's pretty fair to say we're going to put these 3 guys away with their official stats of the night. Charles Matthews, 31 points in 26 minutes, 12 of 15 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds and 4 assists. He's looked great. Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman, 14 points in 24 minutes, 5 of 6 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3, 1 rebound and 5 assists. And Duncan Robinson, in 22 minutes, he scored 18 points. 23 minutes, 6 of 8 shooting, 5 of 7 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line with 2 rebounds there. And I think it's fair to say Matthews, Abdul-Rahman, Robinson, they're probably done for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I would say so, and this is going to set a new career high for Matthews with 31. Previously 28 versus LSU earlier this year.
You know what? That's a great stat. That's why I need to keep you around, man. That was great. I really appreciate that one.
You know, I'm here for it.
31 points, 12 of 15 shooting. That's absolutely absurd. But when you look like Abdul-Rahman, 5 of 6. When you look at Teskey, 3 of 4, Robinson, 6 of 8, it's really hard to pick one player as the WCBN player of the game that I just made up right now.
I love it. I love it.
There you go. And stay tuned for that one. At the end of the game, we'll get you the WCBN official player of the game. For Mexico, and I'm Chris Pickler. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We've got another 7:51 to go in this one. 82-36, Michigan on top. Hey, Alabama A&M, if you're looking at anything, they're in the bonus. Michigan 7 fouls. They only have 2. So you talked about it earlier. They are 32nd in the nation in fouls per game with 16. Well, right now they have 14, so it's not looking awful with 8 minutes left.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, and Michigan's kind of the same way. I was saying it before. They're a team that doesn't foul much, and they don't turn the ball over at all. And fun stat for you, Chris.
Please.
Muhammad Abdul-Rahman is second in the nation for assist and turnover ratio with 5.25. So for 5.25 assists, he has 1 turnover.
You know what he's got today?
0?
Infinity. 5 assists, 0 turnovers. 5 divided by 0. Numbers can't even fathom how good Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman has been so far today. Can't even fathom. Michigan comes out with Poole, Livers, Simmons, Watson, and Davis. Alabama A&M counters with Petty, Merriweather, Kennedy, McLaurin, Reeder. This is Jordan Poole on the right wing, gets a screen from Davis. Now to Livers, back to Poole, right wing. Another screen from Davis. He'll take it, goes to the left. Now he's top of the key, back right wing. Livers, 3! No good. I'm used to I'm used to sending that one off because they go in all the time, not this time. And they're going to try to go inside on Davis, and Davis puts his hands up, tips the pass, and Poole's going to bring it right back. Poole gets it to Simmons. Corner three, no good. Davis tips the rebound to Isaiah Livers, and Davis has the mismatch inside, but the pass was very poor and it goes out of bounds.
Davis, two great plays on both ends of the court, getting in the passing lane on defense and then getting the tip out to Livers for the rebound.
And then, I mean, he had the mismatch, which means something. Obviously, it didn't really work, but at the end of the day, he had the mismatch. And Kennedy getting ready to go in. It's 7:09 to go, 82-36, Michigan on top. Petty brings it in, and you can tell Crisler Arena, they've had about enough. They're getting kind of tired. It's a bit quiet. Michigan's going to win this game. It's going to be a very dominant game. Alabama A&M is going to go to 0-12. So they got to inside Sharif over Austin Davis, and Davis is going to get a block. Kennedy gets the rebound, puts it up, no good, but he's going to draw a foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Davis is was just standing in the paint with his arms up, not moving. He didn't jump at all because standing in the paint, arms straight up, no foul, and he's so tall that he'll just block the shot. And we saw that on that possession.
Yeah, for sure. 1-2 dribbles with the right hand, bends at the knees, puts it up. Oh God, that is an awkward-looking shot. No good. That's a really awkward-looking free throw shot. You know I'm right.
That's true. That hit off the back rim and went over the backboard.
It went to the top. I didn't even think that was possible. Second free throw is up. God, that's awkward, and it's long, no good. They tip the rebound, and Davis is right there for the Wolverines. He gets it to Simmons. Simmons going to slow this thing down, gets it to Watson, left wing, Livers. Livers back out to Simmons. Simmons top of the key. Gets it to Davis, right wing. He's got a three if he wants it. No, he didn't take it. Goes inside to Livers. Livers works inside, puts it up, good. The turnaround jumper is good, and it's 84-36.
Great post move there by Livers. Show he's not only a three-point shooter, even though that is his forte.
Petty's got it right wing, works against Simmons. Trying to find a guy now. He's got Reeder inside to Kennedy. Kennedy works against Livers. He's going to try to find a pass, and it's going to be picked off by Evie Watson. That pass was intended for Merriweather. Gets it up to Poole. It was tipped, but Poole's going to keep it anyway. Now he's going to roll inside, put up the floater, no good. Davis tried to get the rebound, couldn't, and Sharif's going to get the rebound anyway. Up to Petty. Petty right wing. He's got 1 point. He goes in on Davis, now gets it to Sharif, and Sharif wanted the slam there, the one-handed slam. It did not go in, but he's going to draw the foul on Davis, and he'll shoot two.
Pretty aggressive play to go for a one-handed dunk in a game down 48.
It's a bold move.
It's probably not the part of the game he excels at.
It's a pretty bold move. But we'll see what happens. Sharif's first free throw is up and no good. It's long. And, man, he's got a really awkward-looking shot, too. It's basically a line drive to the basket, which is not a good angle to make a free throw, by the way.
Yeah, I jinxed the Bulldogs earlier. Said they were 100%, and now they've struggled a little bit.
Second free throw is up and good. It's 84-37. And Michigan's looking just fantastic so far today. Simmons brings it up for the Wolverines, and he's going to go nice and slow. Gets a screen from Livers. Now he's going to drive inside, put up the right-handed floater. Oh, it's in and out, no good. Davis, the rebound, puts it up, puts it in, and the foul.
Davis is in his own zone right now. I can't even imagine being that big, but
I can't even imagine. We saw him earlier today. That's a big guy.
Yeah.
That's a big guy.
He is.
We'll see how good he is at free throws. We saw him working on it earlier. It's up and no good. It's long, and the rebound is going to go to Kennedy, excuse me. Petty's got it, right wing, works against Evie Watson. 5.5 to go in the second half. Michigan up 86-37. Goes inside to Sharif. Sharif works against Davis and Livers. Gets the corner three to Merriweather. Good! And it's 86-40.
That's what we saw to start the first half, him hitting open threes, and didn't really stick for the Bulldogs.
Simmons going to go inside. He's just going to try to go all the way, no good, but Livers gets the air ball. Out to Poole, left wing three. No, he faked it. Fakes me out, got it to Livers in the corner, and Livers is going to bring it back out. Gets to Evie Watson on the right wing. Watson inside to Davis, and Davis is going to go inside and initially went for the slam. top bet of himself got off the glass, and it's 88-40.
His jersey was getting held too before.
Yeah, I mean, it was blatantly getting held there, but it was no call. We'll see what happens. Merriweather gets it to Reeder. Reeder 3, no good. Livers is going to get the rebound, gets it to Simmons. Simmons is going to slow it down back to Livers, top of the key, and he's going to dribble out Jordan Poole. Poole goes inside to Davis, and Davis is going to be fouled.
Now he gets the call.
Now, there it is. Now he gets it. Sharif is, if that's Sharif, he's done. And folks, say good, get a wave going right now, because Sharif, you are out of here. That's his 5th foul. Nah. Hey. Goodbye, Mr. Sharif.
He needed to try to get that. He needed to try to get that one-handed dunk in before he fouled out.
Oh, E.B. Watson puts it up, no good in the corner. It was a long 2.
And the fans are starting to pile out.
Yeah, this game is over. I'd love to pile out as well. Merriweather tries to get it to Kennedy. He's going to get his pass right back. It's no good. Rebound goes to Davis, and they're going to call another foul. This is going to be on Reeder. And that's going to be Reeder's 3rd. My goodness. And Michigan's still not in the bonus. Alabama A&M still has another foul to give.
I think it was encouraging for Beeline and the coaching staff to see that right before they go home for break, that they're not just like giving up yet. They're still in the game. They were still active on both sides of the ball.
Well, A&M's given up. They gave up like minutes and minutes and minutes ago.
I'm just saying.
But Michigan, absolutely right. There's still an effort there. E.B. Watson, top of the key, left wing to Simmons.
Brent Hibbets at the scorer's table.
Brent Hibbets are you serious? Is he?
Yeah.
Hey, we saw him earlier today as Poole goes inside, puts it up with the right hand. It's good off the glass, and it's 90-40.
I want the first game player to come in. I want Rico Ozuna Harris.
Oh, the first game. Oh, yeah, the player who's its first game.
Sorry, that was
first
bad
game
English.
player is really a weird thing to say.
It's late. It's late. It's like 11 o'clock.
Man, we're so done. I'm so done. We're so done. As it's going to go inside to Burnett. Burnett throws it up, no good. The rebound goes to Livers. He gets it out to Simmons. Simmons wants to go all the way. Gets to Watson in the corner. 3, no good. Livers tried to tip pass, no, but Simmons is going to tip pass it into Davis.
That was a line drive pass.
It didn't matter. It's a turnover, and Merriweather's going to get another open 3. This one did not go in. Tip in from Burnett, no good. Davis has it, gets it to Simmons. Simmons gets it to Watson. Another open corner 3. This one falls. Timeout, Michigan. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, 93. I mean, 7 points, 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You don't think it's going to happen?
No, it's not going to happen.
I think it may happen.
It's up $20. It doesn't happen. There you go. 2:54 to go. Second half. It's Michigan 93, Alabama A&M 40. Alabama A&M in the double bonus. Michigan still has another foul before they get in the bonus.
So you were telling me something interesting at halftime.
What's that?
You were telling me if both teams that played Michigan's basketball teams today combined scores, they wouldn't beat either team. They wouldn't beat either team today.
36 and 40 is 76. The men scored 93, so they're way off there, and the women scored 105, so they're even offer there. It's pretty pathetic, the basketball I've watched today and called. It's been a pretty mess. It's been a mess, Max.
I don't know what could be more exciting than watching Michigan blowouts, though. Just watching everybody hit.
Oh, I can tell you there's a lot more exciting stuff than watching Michigan complete dismantlings of teams. Michigan right now 55% shooting in the second half, 62 overall. They're 7 of 15 from 3, 47% in the second half. They're 52%, 15 of 29 overall. And the free throw line, it's a little bit of an issue still. 10 of 18, only 1 of 2 in the second half as the Wolverines with 93. Alabama A&M 31% shooting, 24 in the second half. 3 of 15 from 3, 1 of 8 in the second half. 9 of 13 from the free throw line, 6 of 10 in the second half. Rebounds are Michigan 29 to 26. Assists, yikes, is 22-6 in favor of the Wolverines. Fouls are 17-14, also in favor of the Wolverines. Turnovers are 24-11, also in favor of the Wolverines.
Duncan Robinson moved up to 9th all-time on most three-pointers made in Michigan basketball history.
Oh boy, Max, it's your boy, Rico Ozuna. Let's go! Please. Rico Ozuna.
I am so excited, I'm sorry.
Folks, I really apologize. I don't know any of these names.
It's Rico Ozuna Harrison, Luke Wilson.
I know Brent Hibbets.
CJ Bayard
and Najee Ozier.
Are all in the game. We're getting to 100, folks. Stay tuned. Should be an exciting end.
Yeah, stay tuned. Don't go to bed like you really want to do right now.
I'm Rico. How could you not be excited?
Rico.
This is his first ever game and he's getting minutes.
He is. That's really exciting. This is probably going to be his last or second to last game of the season. No question.
It may. Yeah. He tried out for walk-on, didn't make it, but ended up on the scout team. Called him up.
Max, be honest with me. Do you know what the scout team means?
Yeah, a little bit. Not like.
Don't say yes because you clearly have no idea.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, what is it?
It's when you're preparing for an opponent that plays a certain type of game. So like, if Syracuse they play a 2-3 zone, they're there to mimic the other team.
Got it. Burnett's got it right wing as we're underway. This is Reeder left wing. Now he's going to try to go inside. Puts it up with the right hand. It's good. 93-42. This is Luke Wilson bringing it up for the Wolverines.
I've talked to this guy before. Just saying.
Dumb thing to add, Max. Oh God. And oh, he pushed off about as hard as a player can push off, but they called it a blocking foul on Alabama A&M. I haven't seen a call that bad in a long since Trey Burke got the block in the national championship game.
That doesn't make sense because you think the refs are going to call in favor of the team that's down.
I don't understand what that call is. Luke Wilson's got it back out with 2:24 to play and counting. Right wing gets it to Ozuna Harrison. Back to Wilson. Wilson rolls to the left. Back to Harrison. Harrison, 3! Oh! The bench was ready to explode, folks.
I wanted that.
And the rebound went around, and it's going to go to Michigan. They're going to call a foul, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs.
One way to describe this Michigan lineup right now, one word.
White.
Gritty.
White.
Gritty. A synonym for white.
Okay, well, yeah, that's 4 of the 5 players right now are white, and the 4th is Rico Ozuna Harrison. Folks, we've gotten a little unprofessional, and I do apologize. Just trying to bridge the gap here between the next 2.5 minutes and the end of this game. First free throw is up. It's no good. They're going to put it on Ozier. I don't know why that wasn't a 1-and-1. I don't know how that was a shooting foul. But you know what? The refs don't really care. The free throw went in anyway. Second free throw is up. It is no good. And the rebound goes to Najee Ozier. Out to Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson gets a screen from Ozier, top of the key. He puts up an NBA 3.
That was a deep 3.
No good, and it's going to go behind the backboard.
Wagner and Matthews are telling him, shoot your shot, man.
Yes, that was good. That was good. That's Luke Wilson for you, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. This is Kennedy, left wing, works against Hibbets. Tried to go inside, couldn't. Ozier had him. Now he's going to get it to Burnett. Outside. Ozier's going to get the steal. He's going to go all the way. He lost the ball, but the rebound's going to go to C.J. Baird, and C.J. Baird is going to get 2 points.
Those might be his first 2 points of his career.
And his last 2 points of his career.
Not necessarily.
Oh, the fans are having a fun time with this.
The bench is up. The
bench is excited, man. This is fun to watch. This is Kennedy on the right wing, gets it to Breeder. Breeder out to Walters. Walters right wing, works against Wilson with 10 on the clock. Gets the sign from the coach. Now he's going to go inside. Gets it to Kennedy in the corner. Had a 3, didn't take it. Now he's going to get to the Reeder. Left wing 3. Good.
I think you got to calm down on 3-pointers.
The 3 is good.
We got 1 minute left.
My voice is gone, and they've got 95 points. They need 5 points left, folks, and I don't think they're going to get it, unfortunately. Here we go. This is Rico Ozuna. Gets to Luke Wilson, left wing. Gets it out to Brent Hibbets. Oh, Hibbets had the three, didn't take it. He's going to go inside. Good. Loma pass goes here.
The bench is going crazy.
That's good. Oh, Zier gets his first and last 2 points of his career. They get it up at the break.
Why do you keep saying that?
Get it up and in.
That's not.
And this is going to be the last Michigan possession. The shot clock is on. They have to take a shot.
I think
they need 3 points to get to 100.
I think this is Rico's time.
And Luke Wilson's going to drive inside and is going to get called for a charge. That was really lame. That's a really lame way to end things. So 27.4 left. The Wolverines are going to probably dribble this one out on their next offensive possession. And Alabama A&M is going to walk out here with the tail between their legs. 97-47. Barring a basket here, that's your final. Burnett's got it top of the key. Gets it out to Reeder. Left wing three again is no good. It's an air ball. Hey, Rico Ozuna Harrison gets the rebound. Are they going to push it? They're going to push it. Ozuna Harrison gets it out. Ozuna three. No.
Baird.
No.
Baird three.
Good. Baird, sorry. And that's how this game is going to end.
To 100.
Oh, I wanted that one so bad. I didn't think I wanted it, but now I realized I really wanted it.
You don't know what you got until you don't have it anymore. And you had 100 earlier. Now you don't have it.
That's not how that saying goes.
That is how it goes.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Oh, okay.
That's what you have to say it anymore. Max, do you have any final actual thoughts before we send this one final?
Not much. Obviously, Michigan went out.
Not much.
Michigan went out, did what they were supposed to do, covered the line of 33.5.
Yeah, they won by 50.
For all you bettors out there.
Yeah, that's really, I figured they'd cover it. Folks, your final score, Michigan 97, Alabama A&M 47.
WCBN player. Just making sure.
Oh, I remember the WCBN player of the game. And I think this is unanimous. Austin Davis, your WCBN player of the game. 4 points in 12 minutes, 2 of 3 shooting. He misses only free throw and 5 rebounds. Austin Davis.
How many blocks?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I can't tell you how many blocks he has. Does he have a block?
He definitely had. I thought he had 2.
He has a block. He has a block and a steal.
Oh, what is that? A quintuple single?
Okay. No, that's not how that works.
Okay.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry that we got a little unprofessional. We really tried to make this one as fun as it could possibly be. For Mexico, I'm Chris Fickler. Michigan 97, Alabama A&M 47. You're listening to WCBN Radio on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. My voice is about to explode. I'm really done talking for the next, 3 days. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
And to all you Jews out there.
Thank you.
You're supposed to say Happy Hanukkah.
It's over.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Have a good one. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Have a blessed day, everybody. Good night. Go Blue.